Hello Ninja Warriors in this very amazing session where we are going to targeting April attempt and we are going to go in revenge mode with NTA because what NTA has done to us in first attempt, that we are going to change it drastically with the help of this series. So today's topic of today's session is all about complex numbers and quadratic equations. Good evening everyone. Keep joining, keep coming, and the moment you join it, you know that you have to hit the like button right away, okay? So I can see Jarvis, hi Harish. Okay, yes Jeffrey, you are in JEE course also. Yes. This is absolutely right, Marish Raj. And now what you have to do is hit the like button, okay? Yes, JEE questions. Hi, hello. Keep joining, keep coming. So today's session is complex numbers as well as quadratic equations. Very trending topics we are going to touch, and trending PYQs is something which we are going to target. Okay, all right. Thank you, Anand. Thank you. CBSE math score is 75 on 80. Congratulations. JEE 2026 aspirant can watch this session only if you have studied complex numbers and quadratic equation, if the basics are clear, okay? Then you should definitely watch this session, definitely. I can see Star Girl over here. I can see homework mein kya karna hai. I'm going to give you homework as well. In the PDF itself, I have mentioned the homework, okay? So do not worry. Just like the session right away before we proceed. Hi Abhiram, how are you? So let's quickly start with quadratic equations. Some basics of quadratic equations is right here in front of you. And you can see that the very first thing, see, quadratic equation, if I talk about, is that chapter which you have studied. You have been studied since grade 10, right? In grade 10, you have touched quadratic equations, yes or no? Okay. Now understand that quadratic equation. So if at all, see, I'm going to talk about relations between roots and coefficients. So you know that ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0 is a quadratic equation whose roots are alpha and beta. Sum of roots, can anybody tell me, is minus b by a, and product of roots is c by a. Okay, so let's talk about this. Sum of roots alpha plus beta b by a, product of roots alpha beta c by a. Okay, let's start with the very first question, because see, I always feel that some questions we can solve without even getting into very deep theory. Just the formula you know, and you just need to solve this question, okay? Let's start with the very first question. Let alpha naught and beta naught be the distinct roots of this equation. Okay, so roots are alpha naught and beta naught, correct? If small m and capital M are the maximum and minimum values of alpha naught power 4 plus beta naught power 4. So let me just go back a little. Let me just talk about some very important formulas, okay? So suppose alpha plus beta is given to you. Obviously, you can calculate minus b by a, and alpha beta is c by a, correct? Now, first thing, if they ask you alpha square plus beta square, so you will be like alpha square plus beta square is alpha plus beta whole square minus. So minus, it is 2 alpha beta. Okay, clear? Now that you have alpha square plus beta square, just tell me alpha power 4 plus beta power 4 will be what? Alpha square whole square plus beta square whole square. Correct? Yes, tell me the formula. Now alpha square plus beta square with the help of this formula will be alpha square plus beta square whole square minus 2 alpha beta whole square. This is alpha power 4 plus beta power 4. Correct? Now one more thing. See, alpha square plus beta square, you can plug in the value from here. Alpha square plus beta square will be replaced by alpha plus beta whole square minus 2 alpha beta square is already there, minus 2 alpha beta whole square. So now I hope that you're understanding this formula. Okay? Alright. So to calculate alpha raised to power 4 plus beta raised to power 4, now you need to calculate alpha square plus beta square, okay? So if I go ahead and if I just talk about alpha naught square plus beta naught square first. So that is alpha naught plus beta naught whole square minus 2 alpha beta. Can I write this? Okay, now plug in the value. Alpha naught square plus beta naught square. Now plug in the value, okay? So sum of roots from here. Can anybody tell me alpha naught plus beta naught? Okay, so that is cos theta minus cos theta by 2 minus b by a. Alpha naught beta naught is equals to minus 1 by 2. Okay. So alpha naught plus beta naught whole square. Alpha naught plus beta naught whole square. So this is cos square theta by 4 minus plus 1 by 4. Okay. So this is how alpha naught square plus beta naught square will look like. Now alpha naught power 4 plus beta naught power 4 will be what? Alpha square plus beta square power 2 minus 2 alpha beta whole square. Correct? Now put the value. So this is 1 plus cos square theta by 4 whole square minus 2 alpha beta whole square. Alpha square beta square whole square. Correct? 2 alpha beta whole square. So minus 2, and this is going to become 1 by what? 4 ka square 16. So now this is going to become 1 plus cos square theta by 4 whole square minus 1 by 8. Correct or not? Correct or not? Getting it? Understanding it? Minus 2 of alpha naught beta naught. Sorry students, this is 2 into, here it will be what? Plus 1, correct? Plus 1. Oops. This is plus 1. Okay. Now if I talk about this, alpha square plus beta square minus 2 alpha beta whole square. Is that correct now? Better? Yes? Okay. Now what about this? This is 1 plus cos square theta by 4. This is square ka square power 4. So this is square minus 2 into alpha beta. What is alpha beta? So power 4. So this is 1 by 2 power 4. That is 16. So 2 by 16. So this is 1 by 8. That's correct. Now if I talk about square is already there. Now only one square will be applicable. Sorry, only one square. So this is minus 2 into 1 by 4. So this is correct now. Now just talk about minimum value small m. Minimum value. Understand? Minimum value. Okay. So minimum value will occur exactly when your cos square theta becomes 0. So minimum value when cos square theta is becoming 0. Correct? So when cos square theta is 0, it will become 1. Okay, minus 1 by 2. So that is half. Capital M, when your cos square theta become 1, so 1 plus 1 by 4. 1 plus 1 by 4 whole square. Here cos square theta is 1. Okay, minus 1 by 2. So that is 4 plus 1. 5. 25 by 16 minus half. So this is 25 minus 8. 17 by 16. Yes. 17 by 16. Okay. Capital M is 17 by 16 times 17 by 16 plus half. Now you multiply. So 17 plus 8 will be the correct answer. So 25, option B is absolutely correct. Okay. Clear? Everybody in the chat box? Yes, Harish, absolutely correct. Just tell me. This is a basic question from Quadratic, and by the way, let me just reveal it. This is a 2025 PYQ, my dear students. 2025 PYQ. 2025 PYQ. No, Ibu, you are not late. We are just doing the very first question. The first question was a warm-up question. Okay. Now let's talk about the next question from quadratic equation. Okay. 1 minute previous slide. Yes. Have a look. Have a look. See, this is it. First of all, sum of roots and product of roots we have achieved from this equation, okay? Then what do we want? Alpha power 4 plus beta power 4. So before that we need to calculate alpha square plus beta square. Alpha plus beta whole square minus 2 alpha beta. Correct? So calculate alpha square plus beta square. Now alpha power 4 plus beta power 4 will be alpha square plus beta square whole square minus 2 alpha beta whole square. Now you have alpha square plus beta square. Put the value. Alpha beta is minus half square is 1 by 4. So just plug in the value. This is the final expression of alpha power 4 plus beta power 4. You can see it over here. Put cos square theta 0, you will get minimum value. Put cos square theta is equals to 1, you will get maximum value. Okay. Yes. Perfect. Next question in this session is all about, okay, this is the question again, 2025 PYQ. Okay, so just understand now, this is a quadratic equation in cyclic manner. This is a cyclic quadratic equation. What is cyclic quadratic equation? Where the coefficients are forming a cycle. A is outside, B minus C. This time B is outside, C minus A. This time C is outside, A minus B. The moment you see this quadratic equations, my dear students, put x equals to 1. And you will realize that this quadratic equation is satisfying by x equals to 1. X equals to 1 is the root of this equation. Now the question says that this is having equal roots. What does that mean? That two roots of this equation, alpha is equals to beta is equals to 1. Two roots now I have. Okay. So alpha is equals to beta is equals to 1. That means product of roots, alpha beta is 1. Product of roots, C A minus B upon A, B minus C is equals to 1. So AC minus BC is equals to AB minus AC. So 2AC, can you see 2AC is equals to AB plus BC. Okay, 2AC is equals to AB plus BC. Now if you take, see 2AC is here. If you take B common, this is going to become A plus C. Now, as per the question, two information is given in the question, my dear students. A plus C is 15 and B is 36 by 5. If A plus C is 15, so 2AC is equals to B and this is your 15. Okay. So, B is 36 by 5. So, 2AC 36 upon 5 into 15. 5 ones are 5 threes are. This is what? 18. So AC comes out to be 18 into 3. So that is 54. Sum of two quantity is 54. Sorry, sum of two quantity is 15 and product is what? 54. Tell me. 15. 5 threes are 15. 15 into 1. So I don't think so right now. You can get 15 by any other means. So what do you want? A square plus C square. So A square plus C square is A plus C whole square minus 2AC. Let's apply this formula. A plus C whole square. So 225. 15 ka square, right? 225 minus 2 into A into C. So 108. So this is 5 minus 8. 15 minus 8 is what? 15 minus 8 is what? 7. And 21 minus 10 is what? 11. 117. So 117 is the correct answer of this particular question. Okay? Clear? Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Same type of you can expect in April. Now let us understand very easy question. What do you think? Without even theory, just by cyclic order, x equals to 1 is the root. Now if the equal roots are there, then that means both roots are 1. Product of roots will be alpha and beta is equals to 1. Product of roots will be C by A. So that means this is 1. If you solve it, you will realize A plus C and value of B, if you put, you will get the value of AC. Now AC you have A plus C, you have A square plus C square, you can calculate by this formula. Okay, so this is done. What do you think? Easy question, alpha category question or not? So you need to just find out such questions in order to get the marks in mathematics. Now such, can you see again a different type of problem was asked in again 2025 PYQ. Okay, 2025 PYQ. All right, the product of all solutions of the equation e power 5 of log of x square plus 3 is equals to x power 8. Okay, now take log both the sides. In such questions, when there is something power something and variable is the power, specially variable is the power, take logarithm both the sides. So this is log of, this is again log of. Now when you take logarithm, na power will come in front. So 5 log x whole square plus 3 is equals to log of x and 8 will come in front. Now put log x equals to t. The moment you put log x equals to t, you will realize that 5t square plus 3 is equals to 8t. Or you can say 5t square minus 8t plus 3 is equals to 0. Splitting the middle term, 5t square minus 5t minus 3t plus 3 is equals to 0. 5t if you take common t minus 1 minus 3 if you take common t minus 1 is equals to 0. T will be 3 by 5 comma 1. That means log x being 1 and log x being 3 by 5. So log x being 1 means e raised to power 1 is equals to x. And this is e raised to power 3 by 5 is the value of x. As per the question, the product of all the solutions, okay, product of all the solutions. So product of all the solution is e multiply e power 3 by 5. So e power 1 plus 3 by 5. So 5 e power 8 by 5 will be the answer. E power 8 by 5, option A, absolutely correct. Yes, I can see Praveen, I can see JEE question, absolutely correct, my dear students. You guys are killing it, nailing it. Step by step, if you do quadratic PYQs, just tell me if this question was there in JEE main first attempt. Come on, everybody will be able to do that, right? Easy or not? In the chat box, tell me. Easy kill 2025 PYQ. Okay. All right, the next question. The sum of the squares of all the roots of this equation. Sum of squares of all the roots of this equation. Okay. Now, modulus is involved over here. Dead easy, Harish is saying. Okay. So, modulus is involved in this question. So, whenever modulus is involved, you have to take two cases. Case number 1, mod of 2x minus 3. Now, so case number 1, when 2x minus 3 is greater than or equals to 0, that means x is greater than or equals to 3 by 2. That means that this modulus is going to get opened with a positive sign. So x square plus 2x minus 7 is equals to 0. You need to solve it. Okay, so if you solve it, what will you get from here? X will be equals to minus b plus minus b square. That is 4 plus 7 4s are 20. So 4 into 7 upon 2 into a. So if you cancel it, square root 4 is what? 2. So this is gone. So this means x is equals to minus 1 plus minus square root of 8, 2 root 2. Square root of 8 is 2 root 2. Okay. Now since x is greater than 3 by 2, obviously negative sign I'm going to reject. So this implies x will be just 2 root 2 minus 1. Now what is 2 root 2? Can anybody tell me? 2 root 2 will be 2 into 1.4. 2 into 1.4 is what? 2.8. 2.8 minus 1 is approximately 1.8, which is actually greater than 3 by 2. Because 3 by 2 is what? 1.5. So just tell me, my answer is 1.8, which is greater than 3 by 2. That means this particular solution is accepted. But the negative solution is not accepted over here in this case. Now same we have to take case number 2. X is less than 3 by 2. X is less than 3 by 2. Okay. Now when x is less than 3 by 2, what will happen? Tell me. The modulus will get open with a negative sign. So x square minus 2x plus minus 1 equals to 0. Okay, so here, from here also, 2 plus minus square root of b square, that is 4 plus 4 upon 2. So x will be equals to 1 plus minus root 2. So obviously now x is less than 1.5. So root 2 plus 1. If you talk about root 2 plus 1, the value root 2 plus 1 is 2.4, which is not less than 3 by 2. Reject. 1 minus root 2 is that solution, which is a negative quantity, so that will be less. So this is one solution accepted. This is second solution accepted. Now sum of squares of the roots. So you want what? Square of this plus square of this. The 2 root 2 minus 1 square plus 1 minus root 2 square. Now square it. 8 plus 1 minus 4 root 2 plus 1 plus 2 minus 2 root 2. So 8 plus 1, 9, 9 plus 1, 10. So this is your 10. Okay, 8 plus 1, 9, and then 10, 11, 12 also. 12, right? 12. So 12 minus 6 root 2. If you take 6 common, 2 minus root 2. 6 times 2 minus root 2 will be the correct answers. So option C, absolutely correct. Okay. All right. Have a look. Okay, option 6 times 2 root 2. Not C, it's, yes, C. Yes, Prithvi, option B you are saying no. Are you understanding it? Yes. Okay. So what we did, whenever you see modulus, take two cases. Case number 1, when this quantity is positive. Open the modulus with positive sign, solve it nicely, calculate two values, make sure that you are accepting only those values which is greater than or equals to 2. 3 by 2, correct? Now x is less than 3 by 2, solve it with negative sign you have to apply while opening the modulus. Solve it, only less than 1.5 values will be accepted. Now you have got two values, square and add, your answer will be right here in front of you. Next question on your screen, the product of all the rational roots of this equation is what you are looking for. Okay, clear? So now understand, this is a different type of problem. You won't understand that how come it is something which is related to quadratic equation, and eventually how to solve it. Because if you open this square now, this question will not be able to, like, simple question. If you open it, the square, you will get a biquadratic power 4 equation. Now how will you solve it? How will you solve it? How will you solve? Just tell me, how will you solve a biquadratic equation? That will be much difficult for you. That means you have to think something else. Think different. Do not open it. Everybody will be able to open it. Think something else. So let's keep this x square minus 9x plus 11 as it is. Let's multiply it. If you multiply it, x square minus 9x plus 20 is equals to 3. Now what does that mean? Understand. This is a very good problem because see, x square minus 9x is something they are creating this. X square minus 9x. Okay. So now what we are going to do is, let's do one thing. X square minus 9x plus 11. If I mark it as t. So this is your t square minus. Can you see this 20 is nothing but 11 plus 9. So this is what? T plus 9 is equals to 3. Now solve it. T square minus t, and this is minus 9 minus 3, so minus 12 is equals to 0. So from here t square minus 4t plus 3t minus 12 is equals to 0. So t is equals to minus 3 comma 4. T is coming out as minus 3 comma 4. That means x square minus 9x plus 11 is equals to minus 3. That is case number 1, and plus 4 also. Okay, so x square minus 9x, then this is 11, 12, 13, 14 is equals to 0. So what about this? From here, what will you get? Tell me. From here, what will you get? Plus 14 equals to 0, right? So from here, x square minus 7x minus 2x plus 14 is equals to 0. Or rather, you can directly write x equals to 7 comma 2 are the two solutions. Okay, 7 and 2. Now second case, when x square minus 9x plus 11 is 4. So 11 minus 4 is what? 7. So x square minus 9x plus 7 is equals to 0. From here, let's calculate the roots. Okay. So for this now, splitting middle term is not helping us. So x is equals to 9, formula method, plus minus square root of 81 minus 7 4s are 28 upon 2. So x is equals to 9 plus minus square root of 11 minus 8 is what? 3, and 7 minus 2 is what? 5 upon 2. So can you see these two roots are irrational roots? We are only interested in rational. So these are irrational. If this is irrational, I am not interested in irrational. I am only interested in rational roots. So product of all rational roots will be 7 into 2, 14. So option A is absolutely right. Option A. Yes, only 7 comma 2. Correct, getting it? Okay. So if you guys have came over here attending my session, make sure that you're liking the session. What do you think? This is a good question or not? Good question or not? Okay. All right. Clear. Got it. Next question. Next question is from quadratic plus complex numbers combination. Okay. And this is based on Newton's formula. This is also a 2025 PYQ. Newton's formula. Okay, Newton's formula. Okay. Yes. All right. Now see, understand what kind of, see, this question is looking a little bit scary. For how many students it is scary? So yes, Pn is equals to alpha power n minus beta power n. Okay, so see, if you have a quadratic equation, suppose, so let me just teach you Newton's formula first. Newton's method or formula. This is the shortcut, okay. Suppose you are having ax square plus bx plus c is your quadratic equation where Pn or Sn or Un, whatever is mentioned in the question. Okay, so suppose Sn we are writing, but they can give you Pn, Sn, Un. In this question, they are giving Pn. So alpha power n plus minus beta power n. Okay, alpha power n plus minus beta power n is written over here. All right. Clear? Yes. So now Newton's formula. Right now, please understand, Newton's formula says that x square you have to replace by Sn. X will be replaced by Sn minus 1. And C will be multiplied by Sn minus 2 is equals to 0. This is the statement of Newton's formula which we are going to apply in this question. Okay. So Newton's formula says if you have a quadratic equation and if you have an Sn, so you can just write this particular thing just by using the pattern. X square will be replaced by Sn. Why it happens? That I don't have any answer right now. Why? Because we have April attempt. Proof is a very big proof which is not even important for your JEE main. Just understand, by just writing this now you will be able to decode this question. As per this question, we can clearly see that Pn is this. Now they are talking about P3, P4, P5 and P6. So let me just write this quadratic equation, Newton's method, just by using this and put n is equals to 6. So if n is 6, that is x square will be replaced by what? P6. Minus x will be replaced by P5. And constant term will be multiplied by P4 is equals to 0. Correct? Now P6. P6, can anybody tell me what is P6 is equals to A P5 plus B P4. Okay, now put the values. P6 is what? 45 root 7 iota. A times P5 is 11 root 7 iota minus, now P4 is what? 3 root 7 iota. 3b root 7 iota. Clearly terms are getting cancelled out. Root 7 iota is gone, gone, gone. So 45 is equals to 11a minus 3b. This is the first equation. Okay, you are getting it? Similarly, the same equation you have written in terms of P6, right? Now put n is equals to 5. This is first time. This is second time you are applying Newton's formula. Put n is equals to 5. So that is going to become P5 is equals to AP4 plus BP3. BP3. Okay, just like this. P6 is AP5 plus BP4 now. So P5 will be AP4 plus BP3. Now put the values. P5 is 11 root 7 iota is equals to P4 is minus 3 root 7. So minus 3a root 7 iota plus B. So now P3 is also negative minus 5b root 7 iota. Now again root 7 iota is getting cancelled out. Okay, so this is 11 is equals to minus 3a minus 5b. This is your second equation. Okay, now if you solve first equation and second equation, you are going to get values of a and b. Okay, you are going to get the values of a and b. Correct? So just solve it. Get the value of a and b. Now once you have the value of a and b, so from here a will be 3, b will be minus 4. Okay, if you solve this now, a will be 3, b will be minus 4. Two equations, two unknowns, everybody will be able to solve it, right? A is equals to 3, b is equals to minus 4. Got it? Now you have a is equals to 3, b is equals to minus 4. That means now you have your quadratic equation. Let me just solve it over here. Can you see? Okay. See, x square minus 3x plus 4 is equals to 0. That means roots of this equation we can calculate, right? This is the root we can calculate. One root will be 1. Second root will be, no, not like this. Sorry. So this is what? Alpha power 4 plus beta power 4 is alpha square plus beta square whole square minus 2 alpha beta whole square. Okay, so alpha square plus beta square. Anybody tell me that is alpha plus beta. So now alpha plus beta. Alpha plus beta is what? 3. Alpha beta is what? 4. So this is what? 3 ka square 9 minus 4 2s are 8. Okay, whole square. Minus 2, 4 4s are 16. So this is 1 minus 32. Okay. 1 minus 32. So mod 31. Mod 31. So can you see? 1 minus 32. So 31 will be the correct answer of this particular question. Getting it? Understanding it? Okay, everybody. See, a and b values are right here. Now, then to this question is very easy. Alpha power 4 plus beta power 4 formula just you have to apply and you will get it. Clear? Okay. Now, let's talk about complex numbers. Let's introduce complex number right now. So, now understand that suppose you are having a complex number z is equals to x plus iota y. Okay. So, representation of complex numbers can be either in polar form or Euler form. Polar form or Euler form. So for polar form, what do you want? R comma theta. For Euler form, what do you want? R comma theta again. What is R? What is theta for a complex number? Okay, so R over here, suppose Z is equals to X plus iota Y. So your R will be what? Tell me. R will be square root of X square plus Y square. And theta will be what? Theta will be depending upon, so theta is argument. Depending upon in which quadrant it is lying, that is the formula which we are having, minus pi to pi. Okay? Little tricky you are saying, Harish? Yes. Okay. Alright. So now let's just start with the very first question. And the very first question over here is, okay, so this is your polar form. Now understand, if you have R and theta, R is modulus and theta is argument, correct? So this is polar form, Euler form. Polar form, Euler form. Okay, so over here, R cos theta plus iota sin theta is polar form, e power iota theta is what? Euler's form. Now understand the complex, okay? The conjugate, what is a conjugate? Just tell me, understand, what is the conjugate? So conjugate, okay, one more term, conjugate. Suppose Z is equals to X plus iota Y. Can anybody tell me what is the conjugate of this complex number? Z bar is X minus iota Y. Now if Z is R cos theta plus iota sin theta, then what will be Z bar? R cos theta minus iota sin theta. If Z is R e power iota theta, Euler's form, what is Z bar? R e power minus iota theta. What does that mean? How to write conjugate? How to write conjugate? How to write conjugate? To write conjugate, you just need to reverse the sign of imaginary part. That means sign of that quantity which is written with iota. So y is written with iota. Change the sign of y. Sin theta is written with iota. Change the sign of sin theta. Theta is written in front of iota with iota. So just change the sign of theta. So I think how to take conjugate of any complex number is clear to you. Okay. Getting it, understanding it. So this is okay, done. Now one more thing which you should know if you start complex number is, see, mod of z minus z naught is equals to r is representing where z is moving complex number. Z naught is fixed constant complex number and r is radius over here. So the moment you see this expression, very important, this is important for April attempt, that distance between z and z naught is r. Distance between z and z naught is r. Understanding it? Okay, clear? Now let's start solving this question. Let's come back to the question. Okay, first question of complex numbers, are we ready? In the chat box. Are we ready? Okay, so first thing, let the curve, this is the curve. Okay, let the curve divide the region this into two parts. So let the curve, so what is this curve? What is this geometry behind this curve? We need to first of all know about it. What do you think? Take a random guess. Let's take a random guess. This is a curve. What could it be? Is it a parabola? Is it a line? Is it an ellipse? What could this curve be? We'll solve it. We'll realize it. Is it a line or what? And this region. So this curve divide this region into two parts of areas alpha and beta. So Praveen is guessing. Praveen is saying that circle. What about others? What about others? Yes, Praveen, circle. J question is saying line. Anybody with parabola? Parabola? Ellipse? Hyperbola? What? Think. Sanjeet is saying, oh, straight line. There are so many options for straight lines. Let's see now. Let's see. So now what I'm going to do is, in here, Z I am going to put x plus iota y. Okay. And Z bar will be what? X minus iota y. Algebraic form of complex numbers, right? Let's put algebraic form of complex numbers, right? Z is x plus iota y. Then we are having 1 plus iota. Z bar is having x minus iota y. 1 minus iota is equals to 4. Let's solve it. Let's solve it. So x plus iota x plus iota y minus y plus x minus iota x minus iota y, and this is minus y is equals to 4. Okay. Now let's cancel out. Iota x, iota y, iota y, iota y. 2x minus 2y is equals to 4. X minus y is equals to 2. X minus y is equals to 2. Correct? So this is a line. So this line, now let's plot the line. Okay, and what about this? Can anybody tell me this region? What is this region? I just told you. Mod of z minus z naught less than or equals to r. So understand, z is a moving point over here. Z naught, which is what? 3, 0. So 3, 0 being the center. Okay, 3, 0 being the center, 1 being a radius. See, always think about this. This is the center and this is the radius. So center of the circle, radius of the circle, the z moving point will lie on the circle. So this is the circle. Okay. And what about the line? X minus y is equals to 2. So this line will look like this. Can you see? And this point, if you see, this is your point 3, 1. Now just see. 3, 1, because see, this length is 1. Okay, because radius is 1. Now understand, 3, 1 is lying on this line and curve both. Okay, so now this line is dividing the circle in two areas. First area is this. We see this is also a point which is, by the way, 2, 0. Now 2, 0, can you see getting satisfied over here? And obviously 2, 0 will be lying over here on the circle, because 3, 0, 1 is the distance. This is the radius. So 2, 0 will lie on the circumference of the circle, right? And 2, 0 is lying on the line of the circle. So basically, this line and circle are intersecting at 2 points, which is shown in the figure. Now, can you see the pink side area and the remaining area? So they are looking for both the areas. First of all, alpha. Anybody who can tell me how to calculate alpha? Anybody who can tell me how to calculate alpha? So alpha will be what? Alpha will be area of first quadrant minus area of triangle, right? So what is area of quadrant of a circle? So ma'am, full area of a circle is pi r square. But area of quadrant will be pi r square by 4. Okay. Minus area of this triangle will be half into base. Base is 1 and height is also 1. So half into 1 into 1. So pi by 4 minus half is your alpha. What about beta? Beta is what? Now tell me. So beta will be C. Beta will be C. Understand, this is one quadrant, one more quadrant, one more quadrant. So 3 quadrant plus area of triangle. So 3 times area of quadrant plus area of triangle is half only. So 3 pi by 4 plus half is this. Pi by 4 minus half is this. Now they are talking about alpha minus beta mod. Subtraction. So 3 pi by 4 plus half minus pi by 4 plus half. So answer will be pi by 2 plus 1 square units. Pi by 2 plus 1 is option A. Pi by 2 plus 1 is option A. Understanding it, getting it, just let me know whether you understood it, how to write the area of circle. Yes, Praveen? Everybody clear? Anybody having any doubts? Do let me know. Did you understand the geometry first of all? So this is a circle and not even a circle. This is actually on or inside the circle. And this is a line. The moment you plot the curve and line, now this question is not from the complex number anymore. This is the clear-cut question of geometry and areas. Okay. Next question on your screen. Let's see how many of you are able to do it. Now this is again a JEE Main 2025 PYQ. Okay. Some students are saying last part please repeat. Okay, I will repeat it. First of all, understand this is a circle with center 3, 0 and now if I go and radius 1 unit. So if it is 3, 0, this point will be what? 2, 0. Circle will pass with 2, 0. Okay, and if I go 1 unit ahead of it, 3, 1, 3, 1. So circle will pass through 3, 1. At least I got these 2 points, 3, 1 and 2, 0. Now 3, 1 and 2, 0 are also the points which will satisfy my line. So this will be my line, correct? Now understand that this line divides the circle area into 2 parts. Okay, first one is this part. Second one is remaining part. Now the pink part will be area of quadrant minus area of circle. So area of quadrant minus area of triangle. Triangle will be half into base into height. So pi by 4 minus half. Now the remaining area will be what? Understand 3 quadrants and this triangle is the remaining area. Right? So one area, another area. So this is this area 3 quadrant plus triangle. So 3 quadrant, 3 pi r square by 4 plus area of triangle is half. So this is beta. Now beta minus alpha, the moment you write, this is your beta and this is your alpha, negative sign inside. So 3 pi by 4 minus pi by 4 is pi by 2. Half plus half is 1. Pi by 2 plus half. Pi by 2 plus 1 is the correct answer. Okay. No issues, Gauri Shankar. We've just started the very first question, I guess, of complex numbers. But anyway, you can rewatch it. Now next question of 2025 PYQ. Okay. 2025 PYQ. Let Z1, Z2 and Z3 be 3 complex numbers on the circle mod Z is equals to 1. Mod Z is equals to 1. Okay. And argument of Z1, that is theta 1, is minus pi by 4. So can anybody tell me, can I write Z1 in Euler's form? Can I do that? Z1 in Euler's form will be R. This is what? Magnitude, modulus, R. E power iota minus pi by 4. So this is pi by 4 iota. This is Z1. What about Z2? Z2. Now can you see 3 complex numbers are right here? And also if I plot this, how will it look like? See, mod Z equals to 1 means all the 3 complex numbers lying on a circle whose center is origin and radius is 1. Where Z1 is having minus pi by 4 angle, this is your Z1, minus pi by 4. Z2 will be 0, 0 argument will be here. So 1, 0. This is what? 1, minus 1. And what about Z3? So Z3 will be what? Pi by 4 is argument and 1 is the what? So this is 1. No. Not like that. 1, 0 is fine. Yes. This is Z2 and this is what? 1, 1. Sorry. Not 1, 1, but this is Z3. Z3 is pi by 4 and 1. Now it's better. Okay. I think it's better. E power iota pi. So this is e power iota 0. So that is just 1. Z3 will be what? Z3 will be e power iota pi by 4. Correct? Now start putting the values. Now just tell me, they are talking about Z1 bar. Z1 bar will be what? E power iota pi by 4. Z2 bar will be what? Now bar of a real number will be real number only. So that's it, 1. Z3 will be what? Z3 bar e power minus iota pi by 4. Everybody clear on this? Anybody having any doubts on this? Okay. Now, you need to solve this. Z1 bar. So mod of Z1. Where is Z1? E power iota minus pi by 4. Multiply Z2 bar. Z2 bar is 1 only. So 1 multiplication with 1 plus Z2 Z3 bar. So Z2 into Z3 bar. So e power minus iota pi by 4 into 1 plus Z3 Z1 bar. So Z3 into Z1 bar. E power iota pi by 4 into e power iota pi by 4. Correct? Modulus close is given as alpha plus beta root 2. We just need to solve it. So what is this? Tell me. Mod of 2 e power minus iota pi by 4. See, these two, if you add this plus this, is twice of e power minus iota pi by 4 plus. Now, e power iota pi by 4 plus iota pi by 4, e power iota pi by 2, modulus close. Okay. Now, this is 2. Remember, polar form to, Euler's form to polar form. Cos of minus pi by 4 is cos pi by 4. Sin minus pi by 4 is minus iota sin pi by 4. Plus, this is what? Cos pi by 2 plus iota sin pi by 2. Modulus close. Now, this is 2 by root 2 minus. So, 2 by root 2 will be what? Root 2 minus iota root 2. This is your 0 and this is your plus iota. Modulus close. Now, if you calculate modulus, what will you get? Tell me. See, root 2 minus iota root 2 plus 1. Modulus. Calculate modulus. So, this is square of real quantity 2 plus 1 minus root 2. This is iota. 1 minus root 2 square. This is your modulus. Okay. Square root of 2 plus 1 plus 2 minus 2 root 2. Square root of 5. 2 plus 1. 5 minus 2 root 2. Okay. So, modulus square is there, na? Square is there. Square is there. Square. So, square is there. So, this is not there because square is there. So, this is square is equals to alpha plus beta root 2. Clearly, alpha is 5, beta is minus 2. And alpha square plus beta square is 25 plus 4, that is 29, my dear students, and your correct answer is option D. Have a look, let me know. 29, correct? Have a look, watch it. So first thing, see, Z, all the three complex numbers have modulus 1. So now it's sorted. So 1 into e raised to power iota minus pi by 4. 1 into e raised to power iota 0. 1 into e raised to power iota pi by 4. This is Z1, Z2, Z3. Take conjugate. So minus sign will get multiplied here and here. This will remain same. Now put the values. Z1, Z2 bar, Z2, Z3 bar, Z1, Z3, Z1 bar. Square it. Now open it using Euler two polar form cis theta. So you will realize that you're going to get this. Finally, you will get this. Now, see, this is what you have realized. So there will be no square root, right? It's just that this only thing is this. Root 2 whole square. Okay, so if you solve it, square root, I'm going to remove it. Okay, square root is removed. Square root is removed. And now if you compare, your alpha will be what? 5, beta minus 4. Yes, definitely. Have a look at the last page. 2025 PYQ. Clear? Acha, okay. Now let me just give the next question to you. See, I'll show you also. See, this is how it is. This is what it was. E power minus iota pi by 4, e raised to power minus iota pi by 4 plus e raised to power iota pi by 2. So this is twice e power minus iota pi by 4 plus iota. So this is what it is. Now Modulus, how do you calculate? Real part square plus imaginary part square. So this is what it is. Alpha and beta is here and this is it. Okay, clear everybody? Shall I move on to the next problem? Chalo. Next problem is also a 2025 PYQ. By the way, this is a clear-cut question of Euler's identity. That's the hint from Ninja ma'am. Let's see how many of you are able to at least obtain the condition. Okay. Let's not talk about the solution. The number of complex number I understand. Just tell me that use polar form and Euler's form to decode this. Okay. And just tell me what is the final condition. Quickly in the chat box. Okay. All right. Hi Bala. I'm going to come in 10 seconds. Let me just sip some water. Let me come back. Okay, let's start. Anybody who has just received the solved it and let me know what is coming. Huh? So Z is R e power iota theta is equals to R cos theta plus iota sin theta. Okay, so Z bar will be what? R e power minus iota theta. R cos theta minus iota sin theta, correct? Understanding it, getting it, okay. So now if I put Z is 1, R is 1. So this mod of e raised to power iota theta upon e raised to power minus iota theta plus e raised to power minus iota theta upon e raised to power iota theta mod close is 1. So this is e raised to power minus 2 iota theta plus e raised to power, sorry, this is plus and this is minus. Okay. All right. Now understand, this is cos 2 theta plus iota sin 2 theta plus this is cos 2 theta minus iota sin 2 theta is equals to 1. Minus iota plus iota. So this is what? Mod cos 2 theta is equals to half. This implies cos 2 theta is what? Plus minus half. Okay, cos 2 theta is coming out as plus minus half. Correct or not? Plus minus half. Now, how many solutions? Okay, understand, cos 2 theta is plus minus half. Just tell me, 2 theta is, cos 2 theta is half. Okay, so 2 theta will be what? Tell me. Or you can say cos x is half. Okay, so all 4 quadrants, just let me know. X is equals to half. So half will be in first quadrant, x will be there in first quadrant first. Second may all sine, tan, cos. So first and fourth quadrant, right? Cos x equals to half will be there in first and fourth quadrant. So x is equals to what? Tell me. 60 degree. X can be what? 360 minus 60. So 300 degree. Okay. All right. So from here, can you see your 2 theta value will be 60 degree. So your theta becomes 30 degree. Here again 2 theta becomes 300 degree. That means theta becomes 150 degree. Okay. So first solution, second solution. Okay. All right, 30 and 150 degree. All right, so theta will be this. Now one more thing, x equals to minus 60 degree and x equals to minus 300 degree will also work. Okay, 60 will be here, minus 60 will be here. So this implies your 2 theta will be minus 30 degree and 2 theta will be minus 150 degree. So this is your third and fourth solution. Okay, now let's talk about when cos x is minus half, sorry. So now the angle will be in second and third quadrant. So x will be equals to 120 degree and 240 degree. Correct. So x 2 theta, can anybody tell me? 2 theta value will be what? 60 degree. Sorry. 2 theta is 120. Now theta will be what? 60 degree. And theta will be 120 degree. Okay. So fifth and sixth, similarly, theta will be minus 60 and minus 120. So these are the angles, plus minus 30, plus minus 60, plus minus 120 and plus minus 150. So see, 30 degree here, answer. 60 degree here, answer. Correct. Then we are having what? 30, 60, then 120 and 240. 120 and 240. So 240 is right here. Sorry. 60, 30, 60 and 120 only, not 240. Correct, these are the values. And 150 also, let's not forget, 150. Then you are having minus 30, minus 60, this is minus 120 and minus 150. So just tell me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 2 in each quadrant. 2 in each quadrant. Okay. All right, clear? So over here, if you see that the answer will be what? Answer will be 8 solutions, option D. Okay? All right. Okay. All right, clear. Next question on your screen. Okay, next question. See what is happening. Let mod of z bar minus iota upon 2 z bar plus iota is equals to 1 by 3. Okay, so this is the, can you see, this is the expression. Let this being the equation of circle with center C, if the area of triangle whose vertices are the points 0, 0, C and alpha, 0. Okay, understand, origin C and alpha, 0. What is C? C is center of this circle. So we need to know that what is the circle about. So center of this circle is there, origin is there and one more point is there. So area formed by origin, center and alpha, 0 is 11 square units. Okay. All right, clear? So alpha square is what is they are asking about. Okay. All right. So what we are going to do is we are going to just write z is equals to x plus iota y. Z bar is nothing but x minus iota y. Now let's start. Z bar is x minus iota y minus iota upon twice of x minus iota y plus iota. Modulus is equals to 1 by 3. Correct. If you multiply this 3 over here, so 3 is right here. X minus 1 and this is going to become minus iota whole upon 2x minus 2 iota y plus iota. Okay. So this is again 3 times modulus is equals to 2x plus iota y, iota minus iota 2y magnitude. Okay. Clear? So what are we doing? We are just doing the cross multiplication and we are plugging in the value of z bar. We did it. Now modulus. You know how to take modulus? So modulus may you have to just square both the sides. Square, square, square and then take modulus. Okay. So this is 9. Okay. This is x minus 1 whole square plus y square is equals to, this is what, 4x square plus this is 1 minus 2y whole square. Okay, so this is 9x square plus 1 minus 2x plus y square is equals to what? This is what? 4x square plus 4y square plus 1 minus 4y. Solve it. 9x square minus, so this is 5x square plus 5y square plus 0x. X is not there, right? Sorry, this is not correct. This is y minus 1, y plus 1. So x square plus y plus 1 whole square. So this is what? X square plus y square plus 1 plus 2y. So now just tell me, 9 2s are 18. 18 plus 4. So minus plus 22y. And there is any constant number? Yes, 9 minus, can you see 9 minus 1? So plus 8 is equals to 0. Now center of the circle, x coordinate is 0 and y coordinate is negative 11 by 5. Y coordinate is negative 11 by 5. 0 comma minus 11 by 5. Okay. So over here, understand, over here 0 comma 0. So half, area of triangle 0 0 1. Then this is what? Alpha 0 1. Another one is 0 minus 11 by 5 and 1. Okay. So this area as per the question is 11. So this is what? If you open this, can you see? Minus 11 alpha by 5 modulus is equals to 22. 11 ones are 11 twos are. So alpha will be what? 5 twos are plus minus 10. So the value of alpha is plus minus 10. That means alpha square will be 100. Okay. Clear? Yes. 100 is the correct answer of this question. Have a look. Let me know in case of any doubts. Okay. Next question on your screen. This is the last question, by the way. Last question, my dear students. This I just want you to try this question. Let's see how many of you are able to try it out. Okay. Yes, Sachin JEE Warrior. This is the last question, by the way. This is the last question. Jantika is asking how you found the center. See, how do you find a center? If this equation is given to you, first of all, make the equation free from any coefficient of x square and y square. So the question will be x square plus y square plus 22y by 5 plus 8 by 5 is equals to 0. Correct? Can you see this? Okay. Now just tell me there is no coefficient of x, x will be 0. Coefficient of y. So coefficient of y is 22 by 5. Divide by 2 and reverse the sign. So 22 by 5, if I divide by 2, it will be 11 by 5. Negative sign will become 11 minus 11 by 5. This is how you have to find the center. Okay. Alrighty. Next question clear? Okay. Now next question. I told you the geometry of these complex numbers. Z1. So mod of Z1 minus 8 plus 2 iota is less than or equals to 1. Okay, so 8 comma 2. Can you see over here that 8 comma 2 and the complex number Z. So distance between 8 comma 2 is the fixed point. So 8 comma 2 will be what? 8 comma 2. And radius is 1. So the circle will look like this. Z1 will be lying on, or this is 8 comma 2. Z1 will be lying on or inside this circle. What about this? Z2 minus 2 minus 6 iota less than or equals to 2. That means 2 comma minus 6. So 2 comma minus 6. And radius is 2. So this is how it will look like. 2 comma minus 6. This is your Z2. Z2 will be lying on or inside this circle. Now what are they asking about? Minimum value of mod of Z1 minus Z2. That means distance between Z1 and Z2. Distance between these two circles. Okay. Now Z1, you're looking for minimum distance. Now imagine, understand that this is the boyfriend, this is girlfriend. Okay. Z1 is girlfriend. See, Z1 is girlfriend. Okay. And Z2 is boyfriend. Now suppose that these are the couple. Now both, and this is the house of Z1, this is house of Z2. Now the parents of your girlfriend and parents of this boyfriend are aware about their relationship. They want girlfriend and boyfriend to stay together. But now girlfriend boyfriend wants to come closer. But now this time their parents have said, do not go outside the home. Do not step out the home. Do not step out of the home. Okay. So this is the boundary. Z1, the girlfriend, maximum can come here and boyfriend maximum can come to here, so that they are very, very close. They are very, very close. So distance between Z1 and Z2 will be minimum when Z1 will be where? So this is the position of Z2 and this is the position of Z1. So we are looking for distance AB. AB will be the minimum distance. Okay. So AB is equals to minimum value of mod of Z1 minus Z2. Now tell me what is AB. AB will be what? How to calculate AB? So understand this is C2 and this is C1, correct? So distance between C1 and C2 minus radius of this circle and radius of this circle. So minus 2 plus 1. Distance between radius of this circle is very obvious, that this is 2 comma 6. Distance formula na 8 comma 2. Sorry, 2 comma minus 6. Correct? Now apply the distance formula. Square root of 8 minus 2. That is 6 whole square, 36. And 2 minus 6 is 64 minus 3. So 100. Root 100 minus 3, 10 minus 3. 7 will be the minimum distance, option B. 7 will be the minimum distance, option B. Okay, now that you have understood, said that boyfriend is roaming in his house, girlfriend is roaming in his house. Now if they want their distance to be minimum, they will come here together, closer. They cannot step out of their house. But if they will fight among themselves, okay, so what will they do? They will go apart. So this will be maximum distance position. So Z1 should be here and Z2 should be here, so that the distance will be maximum. So can anybody tell me, suppose in April attempt, maximum distance between Z1 and Z2, if they are asking this, then what will be the answer? Then answer will be what? Distance between centers plus both the radiuses. So distance between centers, C1, C2 plus 2 plus 1, R1 plus R2. So this is 10 plus 3. So 13 is the maximum distance. So in April attempt, they can give you this question. Okay. Clear? Minus 3 kahan se aaya, Madam Ji? Can you repeat? Bala? Yes, minus 3 kahan se aaya? Just tell me. Tell me one thing, that first of all, what are you looking for? You are looking for minimum distance between Z1 and Z2. I am saying for minimum, Z1 should stay here and Z2 should stay here. So I am looking for this distance, correct? But can I calculate this distance directly? No, I don't have the coordinates of this point and this point. Rather, what am I doing? I am calculating distance between centers of the circle. So now I am having C1, C2. So I need to subtract this distance which is 1 and this distance which is 2. So C1, C2 minus 2 minus 1. C1, C2 minus 3. So distance between this minus this distance, see radius 1, radius 2. So this is what it is, that's why minus 3. Now you are having AB. Got it? Bala, yes? Please write, yes ma'am, got it. Thumbs up. Okay. How did you find center, ma'am? Center is this only, na? I told you. See, I told you. You were not listening when I was teaching you. Why do you do that? See, I told you. Can you see? Abhirami, yes. I told you that whenever you see mod z minus z1 is equals to r, this is nothing but a circle with center z0. So this z0 fixed point, z0 is fixed center, fixed point center. Z is moving and radius is this. So now just tell me one thing. If I go back to the question, just tell me, just represent this in the same format, z minus z0 is equals to radius. So I did that, na, z minus sign common. So this is the complex number z0, which 8, 2 is the center, 8, 2, and radius is 1. So this is one circle. Similarly, if you take minus sign common, 2, minus 6 is another center. Now everybody got it? Abhirami, okay, that this is how the center is figured out. So see, this is the question. Okay, this is the solution, right? Now, this was the last question, by the way. Come here. I'll show it to you. I'm already teaching over here. Let me reduce a brightness a little bit. Okay. Now see. Crash course, second attempt. Okay. So for second attempt, can you see a crash course is going on? You can see some of the teachers, including me, including other teachers as well. So over here, if you are looking for JEE attempt, second attempt crash course, you can just check this out. This is Crash Prime, only JEE main for 999 for 3 months. But if you are aiming for VIT EEE batch and KCET test, so can you see that 2000 for 3 months, 1999. But if you are looking for again JEE batch, VIT EEE test, VIT EEE batch plus KCET tests and JEE PYQ printed material will be sent over at your doorstep. 2999 is the price. So you can see here no printed material, no KCET Comed K, no VIT EEE, but here JEE PYQ books will be there. Okay, and here, sorry, JEE PYQ not will be there, but KCET Comed K and VIT EEE will be there. Here there will be everything. Printed material will be delivered to your house. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to share the PDF of this session on the description box and on Telegram as well. This is me on Ninja Ma'am signing